Women 30 plus complain that men 30 plus won't just settle. Like, you won't just settle down. It's like men over 30 are too busy just doing what?
Your mother.
I don't know. What are you doing?
For the past 10 years, okay, anyone that I've talked to is like, you need to date a man in his 30s who like isn't intimidated by what you're doing, and like you know, you have an Aston Martin. Okay, cool. He's not like freaked out about that. You know what I mean? Like, I've gotten that speech, and I know we've gotten that speech so much in our lives, right? So here I am, finally like 30, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to start dating like men in their 30s, you know, and I'm going to love it. And it's going to be great because this is what everyone's been telling me is all I need, right?
Gotcha.
I finally start going out with guys in their 30s. And when I tell you, here's something that I was not expecting. Okay. And I know this isn't always the case. Disclaimer, we get it. Okay.
All men, all of you men. She's saying all of you. No, I'm joking, obviously. You know, she's not saying all men, but obviously a lot of men in their 30s, you know, obviously she's going to explain. A lot of men don't peak until their 30s, 40s, or 50s. So that's a simple first answer.
Okay. We get it. Disclaimer. But like, at least, and my perspective could change. I swear now, even with my friends, right? Dating guys in their 30s, it's almost easier to find guys where it's like, okay, but why are you still single? Like, there's something there. There's an ick, or like there's like, oh, he has a quirk and there's a reason why. And I know, don't even comment. I know it can go both ways. And it's like, well, bitch, you're still 30, but you're single, but whatever.
Exactly. Good point. At least she's, you know, she's being balanced, you know. Why is a woman single at 30?
No one cares.
Why wasn't she scooped up by some man? I'm sure many, many men would be after her. So why hasn't some man claimed her? A few or a lot may have been with her, but none claimed her.
Nope.
None stayed. Why? So, you know, for men, now you can say it's cap because I am a man over 30. And yeah.
Disgusting.
Now, obviously, simply, a lot of women do peak in their 20s to 30s, you can say, if you want to. If you want to be balanced, yeah. A lot of women do peak in their early 20s, and some last to 30.
Just about.
Plus, but for a lot of men, they don't peak until their late 20s, 30s, 40s, like I said, and 50s. So women can hate it all they want to. Men can hate it all they want to until they get older and realize, okay, well, it's actually my turn now.
To the Macho King!
Woo! It's my turn. Oh, you can have a go, woman. I'm not yours. This is just your turn.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Seriously. A lot of men in their 30s have learned too much. Some men in their 30s have been through it, been married, been divorced, been scarred. Some don't want to go back. Some men in their 30s and 40s and 50s are just being the F-boys they couldn't be in their 20s. Yeah? They have the money to now. They can be reckless and spend money on broads that, you know, yeah, you want some money, here you go, broad.
I don't need a man.
Bust it for me.
She's just like a good
as some men would think and say, yeah.
Okay, whatever. I need help, advice.
I personally don't have personal experience dating in men in their 30s, but when you're saying all that, I'm thinking of like movies that I watch, like the girly rom-coms that are like,
God.
oh, he's so cute and successful and sing.
Really? She's going to go to fiction. I shouldn't say anything about that, to be honest, but really, she's going to go to fiction to make a point about dating. Really? Like, I get it, because I do it myself, but I'm a man.
To this day!
But seriously, she's going to go to a fictional rom-com to explain the tragedy of modern dating. At least are you science fiction? That dark, morbid, sci-fi noir shit. Yeah, at least, yeah, that's more realistic.
It's a trap!
A damn rom-com. Please, a lot of people aren't laughing in modern dating. A lot of them are crying and being traumatized. But yeah, wow.
Single, and they're like, and he's 30, 38, whatever it may be in the movie. And they're like, okay, what's the problem?
What's the problem?
What's the issue? But I mean, I do understand. I agree. It does go both ways. I don't think... I think that men in LA are also just like a different situation than like men in places, but also like men in New York, men everywhere. I'm sure they're like, there's little pockets of them everywhere.
Oh my God, they're saying all of us are the same. You New York men are just like men from LA. Damn.
How dare you?
I'm not sure if that's insulting. Is it? I'm not sure if it's insulting. I'm in the UK, so obviously I probably don't exist in her realm of reality. But as a man, she probably means me as well, as a man. Trash already, trash! Because I got balls.
Totally.
Maybe you're just dating in the wrong areas?
Probably.
Well, I think this is dumb. I just wasn't expecting guys to still be so immature in their 30s or be so scared of commitment. Because now I feel like they have an extra, like when they're a frat boy and they're like, yeah, I'm just trying to live my life. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, that's still annoying, but we get it. You're 23 and you want to live life. But when you're 34, when you're 35 and you're still like, yeah, I don't know what I want. I'm like, dude, you're like old.
You're just a mature dude that's probably thinking about life more, and you've probably been burnt by a few women. You've probably been burnt by a few women by then, so you're probably like,
Fuck you!
yeah, I'm going to be a bit more balanced. Or you're probably just having more fun. Who knows? Comment, man, what the hell are you doing at 30? Are you single? You're being a super F-boy right now? You're being more reserved. Have you been scarred so much you can't go back? Yeah, comment. What do you think? But for women in their 30s being single, it's like, come on, really? Really? For a lot of women, not being rude, trying to be balanced, but a lot of women in their 30s, I mean, your best days are behind you. I'm just saying.
Suck it.
Not being rude, but I mean, yeah, damn, yeah. Your hotness was behind you. You got nothing behind you now but a not so impressive butt.
Oh, yeah, like, you should like what? You know what I mean?
Or, like a guy that's like 35 is like, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up. Like that kind of vibe.
For real.
I don't know. I mean, I do think there are, I agree. You think that with age comes maturity, and
It doesn't.
sometimes it does.
It does. But as a man, admittedly, I don't feel like I'm my age. But that's a problem. I should not be having fun. I should be what strapped to some wife, tying me down, holding me back. You can't blame a man for wanting to be single. The dating pool is crap. You're saying it yourselves as women.
But
Yeah.
but also men mature later than women do.
Totally.
Exactly.
So maybe you got to date in their 40s.
See, but here's my thing. I don't mind dating an older guy, right? Obviously.
How old would you go? What's the oldest you go?
So on my apps, I think I have like 38. But even the thought of that, I'm like, because I'm like, maybe this is a problem for me. I can't picture me with dating someone. Like, I feel
That's so rude. As if dudes in their late 30s, wouldn't get the ick from you, younger 30-year-old woman. I'm just saying, for balance, the ick the other way. Please, breathe. Again, not being rude to some women. Some women don't, they don't, prime up in their 30s. Doesn't matter how much money they've got. It's like, yo, woman, Jesus Christ, like, yo. And you got kids as well. You got kids as well. Like, no, sis, bro. Ghost.
I feel like I just have such a youthful personality. I don't even feel 30. Maybe I'm the problem.
You can find a 38-year-old who has a personality.
So that's my thing. This is gonna sound so weird, but you know those guys who like act more mature than they are, and they like have like they just like have the wine and like the loafers and like they're so put together. I just don't see myself with a person like that. Like I need someone to like just have fun and joke with me. And like I know I'm like
And still knock her back out at 30. Is it really? Really? Thought she'd be settled down by now, She still wants her back knocked out at 30. I'm just saying speculation. I don't know, but I'm just saying, she's a modern woman.
totally stereotyping a guy in loafers and wine. But like I just have friends who love that vibe, and I'm just like, that's not my vibe.
But I mean, not all 38-year-old men wear loafers
No,
and drink
I
wine.
know, but at
Exactly.
least from the app side, because you can only judge based off photos, I'm like, you look like you could be my dad, and it's weird.
I do think like
Honestly, woman, some dudes would look at you and probably think, you look old enough to be my mom. I'm not saying that's what I think personally. I'm just saying some men. I don't know these men. Some men may comment that, but I don't know these men. But if we're going to be rude, the rudeness has to go both ways. You look like someone's mom, woman. I'm just saying, possibly.
dating, it's so interesting because you're 30 and 38 and 30 doesn't sound that crazy, but 30 and 22 sounds really crazy.
Totally. So on like realistically, ideally,
And it's about the same amount of time, but okay.
I think 36 is where I would like the highest age to be.
Okay.
30 to 36, right? Ideally like 32 to 36.
Still, what's interesting though is like, I agree. And like, I think that sounds great. Think of like a 30-year-old's life and a 36-year-old's life. Those are two
Exactly.
very different
And if
eras.
that 36-year-old is like, yeah, I don't know if I want kids, I'm like, dude, how? Like, good for you, but I'm not your girl.
still.
Like, so I think it just brings extra layers of like, I wasn't expecting that of dating.
If you're a man 30 plus, single or not, having your fun or not, enjoy yourself, regardless of what women think is good or not. Have a nice day.